Hello everybody, welcome to MA300 Statistics Online. I am Professor Matthew Peeples, and I'll be your instructor for this entire term. I'm really looking forward to getting to work with each of you, so let's get started. In this introduction, I want to tell you about what to expect in the course and to expect in week 1. In this introduction, I'm going to talk about my contact information, when and where do we meet, our textbook information, some evaluation and grading criteria, and what's due in week 1. As I said, my name is Matthew Peeples. As the instructor of this course, I do ask you to please use the word Prof or Professor to address your emails. I do appreciate it. My contact is primarily through email at mpeoples@neit.edu. Since I don't use social media or other platforms, this will be your primary means for communicating with me, as well as through the messaging in Canvas. I have recorded lectures that will be posted by Monday of each week. And I will conduct a live office hour on Friday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. each week. Now, I realize that this is not always a possibility for everybody, as you have many commitments, and which is probably the reason why you're taking an online course. So, to make it easier, I will conduct office hours by appointment. So just contact me by email or via Canvas, and we'll set up a time that's good for you. I'm really happy to help answer your questions when you have them, but you really have to let me know when you do have them, because I can't guess. I can't guess at a good time. So please let me know. The textbook we're going to be using is called Introductory Statistics by Ilowsky and Dean, first edition. There's our ISBN number. And access to the textbook can be found via openstacks.org, O-R-G, not O-E-G. Boy, what was wrong with you, Professor Peeples? O-R-G. It is an open source textbook. That means to you the cost is, well, 0. And you have access to this by internet, but you can also get a print edition if you request it. The PDF version would be one that you print off yourself, I'm afraid. Although there are versions that are available on Amazon Kindle, for example. So it's very convenient. And by the way, the only other cost that you may have is maybe getting a scientific calculator or a notebook. We'll be using Microsoft Excel. 2013 or better is fine, but you can get the latest updated version via New England Tech's IT department, so check it out. That will be the main program that we're going to use to conduct all of our calculations, especially in the later chapters. So what's due? Well, grading is going to consist of several items. First of all, there's a weekly chapter assignment. There's 9 of them, one for each of the chapters that we'll be going through, chapters 1 through 9. The chapters correspond with the week's lesson. So, weeks 1 through 9 cover chapters 1 through 9. These chapter assignments are worth 25% of your grade, and each of the 9 assignments can be found on Canvas. They are Canvas quizzes, and I've opened them up so that you can retake each of these assignments up to 5 times to get the highest possible score. I've also placed links for help, and in some cases examples that you can look at to help you get through your understanding of these questions. Each even week, we have an online quiz that covers 2 chapters each. There are 4 quizzes, therefore, covering chapters 1 and 2, another covering 3 and 4, another one covering, good Lord, 5 and 6, and then the last one covering chapters 7 and 8. There is no quiz for chapter 9. There are, however, 5 discussion board posts. These discussion board posts follow along with the lecture material from that week and consist of some interesting discussion topics. To get a high grade in the discussion, you will post a response to the main prompt as well as a response to your classmates. Remember, a discussion board is found. A discussion board should be just that, a discussion. So there needs to be some back and forth. And even when I reply to you, I would hope that you would remember to please respond to my replies. I'm trying to help you improve your post by doing so. There's lecture participation. The weekly lecture form is posted with my lecture videos, kind of like this one as a matter of fact. And they would be due each week. That's worth 10% of your grade, that participation grade, and it's an easy 100%. And then there's a final project due in week 10. The participation is graded by means of your response to the lecture forms, of course, and your participation in the weekly discussions. You must respond to the lecture form by Friday of each week for full credit. That's a really easy way to get 100%. All you have to do is take some notes and check out the videos and respond to my lecture survey forms in order to earn that credit. As far as weekly attendance is concerned, you need to be, they're entered by Friday, so you need to be active in the course before that week's Friday. So I count from Monday through Friday as your present time. So what's due this week? In week 1, we have an extra activity that we don't have in the other weeks. That is watching this lecture and filling out the feedback form that comes with it. That's only due in week 1, but the introduction video is critical to helping lead you through what will be due. You're going to watch the chapter lecture video and fill out the lecture 1 feedback form by Friday of this week. So please be sure to be on time with that for full credit. Drop by my live office hour on 7 to 8 p.m. weekly Fridays if you can. It's highly encouraged to do so during week 1 especially, so we can clarify any questions or last-minute misunderstandings you may have about the course. And I will take attendance to record your activity on Friday. Due by next Tuesday will be, Tuesday of week 2, will be the discussion board post for number 1 and the chapter 1 assignment. And the focus in week 1 is on statistics literacy. What does the language mean and what do the words mean when we say them? This is very important and we have to know what's going on. And the only way we can know what's going on in statistics is to understand the language. In future weeks, here's what you should expect to be able to do. Watch the chapter lecture video form and fill out the lecture X, whichever week that is for X, feedback form. That's due every week on Friday for full credit. After that point, I will deduct points at 10% per unit late. Drop by my live office hour if you can. The sessions are recorded if we have any feedback or any participation. And I will take attendance to record your course activity on each Friday. In even weeks, that's weeks 2, 4, 6, and 8, there is an online quiz. And in odd weeks, that's weeks 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, there's a discussion board post to make. Finally, each week you'll be completing your chapter assignments. Well, that's it. I look forward to having your participation in the course, and good luck.